Hello, this is Faith at Faith&books. I have a new plan for these videos. These are the videos that I'm entitling Unexpectedly Homeschooling Theme a Day. And I realize that I can't really put them up every morning consistently. I just don't have free time every single morning. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload them in the evening. Like this one will go out right away, but then I'll make another one for tomorrow, and I'll make that and upload it this evening, and that way you have a little bit of a heads up too if there's any sort of project or things you want to look for before you get started. So you have a little bit of lead time there. Today, the theme for the day was inspired by the book Wind in the Willows. And I was thinking about that book because, first of all, it's such a cozy read aloud. So if you have it or you can get it on your Kindle, I would read it out loud to your family. It's a really nice book to read, especially in the spring, because Mole is, gets spring fever, and he's spring cleaning his house at the beginning. In the first chapter there, and so it's a great book for this time of the year. I just finished reading The Secret Garden. That's also a really good book for this time of the year, but this one I thought would make for some, because you can take several themes from the book. So the first thing is spring cleaning. You can get your kids to help spring clean, which usually isn't so fun, but when you have your kids at home all day, they have to step up and do more stuff around the house because everyone's in the house making a mess, especially in the kitchen. And so you have to have regular tidy up times. You have to get the kids in a spirit of being helpful. Yesterday, I have to admit that we did not plant potatoes yesterday. Because I read in some instructions, or I saw in a video, that you're really supposed to cut up the potatoes with the eyes, with the sprouting eyes, and then you're supposed to let them dry out for a day or two before you plant them, or they might rot. So I decided so we cut ours up. We did do that. See, we cut up our potatoes, and we're letting them dry for a little bit. And then we're going to plant them. So probably it'll be a little warmer tomorrow. So I think it'll be more pleasant to go out and do it tomorrow. So instead of doing that, we started cleaning up. And there are certain things that kids, now see, I'm unexpectedly homeschooling the 4-year-old. We have a boarder who lives in our finished basement. She's still going to work. She hasn't had to, she installs cables, so she can't do it from home. So she's still working, and I watch her little boy. And he's 4, and he was going to preschool every morning, but now the preschool's closed. So I've been unexpectedly homeschooling him all day. So yesterday we did some chores, and 2 of the things that he really liked to do, well, he always likes to help with laundry. So, putting things in the washer, putting things in the dryer. He loves to clean the lint trap. So that's how he helps with that. But also we gave him a squirt bottle, and he went around cleaning things that way until things were getting too wet and we had to switch. And then he's 4, and he's going through a fascination with the vacuum cleaner. So I let him vacuum. You have to be patient, and you have to be willing to clean up afterwards, or help them along, and things aren't going to get as clean as you'd like, but it's good training. And at this age, he still wants to be helpful. Usually when kids get a little older, they start resenting it. So you got to take advantage of it while you can. Let's see, he also likes closing the lid in the dishwasher when you put the soap in the little dispenser, and he gets to close the dishwasher and turn it on. So those are just some of the things that he helps with. And so he was helping me clean, and we're going to clean today too. We're going to tackle our mudroom, and we're going to clean out the screen porch, which has been ignored all winter. But now spring's coming, so it's time to clean it. So we're going to do that today, and we're probably going to go for a walk. We've been looking at birds all week, and that's fun. He knows a lot of birds. Robins are migrating right now, so you'll probably see a lot of robins if you're bird watching. So the themes from Wind in the Willows. So spring cleaning, getting your kids to help in whatever creative way you can. Um, the other two themes that I got from this book are they're also really they get into boats. It's where the famous quote about there's nothing, I can't remember it now, but something about messing about in boats, that there's nothing more satisfying than messing about in boats. And they also, it was written when cars were really becoming a thing, and so there's a lot about cars in there. So I thought with boats, with the theme of boats, you could do two fun things that don't take any planning. You can go and find a tutorial on, and I'll link to one below, on making paper boats. And if you go on a walk and there's a stream, you could float your paper boats. It's a way to reuse paper, recycle paper. Or if you can't go on a walk or whatever, you can just fill up the bathtub or fill up a sink or put a container out on a porch full of water and let the kids play with their paper boats. The other thing you can do, though, is you can do kind of a scientific experiment, and it's really easy to do, so you can do it on the fly. You just need a container or a sink full of water, and you let the kids round up a bunch of different objects to see whether they can float or not. And you can have one older kid, or you can do it, make up a chart and list all the things, and then you have two columns, one says sink and one says float, and you have them, make observations and then record like a scientist does. And then once they do that, you can ask them, well, why did this float and why did this sink? And they may or may not figure it out. But then you can look up YouTube videos that explain buoyancy and the principle of displacement and all that stuff. So it's a fun little science experiment. And it's the type of thing, if you have space in your house, you can just set up a station and the kids might, go off and play, do something else, and then come back with some more objects to see if they float or sink. Now you have to make sure that you approve the objects they're using, that they're testing, because you don't want to break anything or ruin anything. But that is something that kids, they come and go, and that's a fun experiment that they can do. And you can teach them about making observations and recording them accurately, and then find out about why is it that these huge heavy ships can float? Why does that happen? So let's see, after that, and then in Wind in the Willows, they're really into cars too. So you can just, study old cars. If it's warm enough where you are, you could get, and this also ties in with spring cleaning, you can wash your cars or your car the old-fashioned way and just get a bucket with soapy water and a hose, and kids love to do that. They'll take forever washing your car off. Your car will be clean. The kids will be outside having good, clean fun. So if it's not quite warm enough here, it'll be warmer tomorrow and the next day, but that is a fun activity, and it's a helpful activity that kids can do. The other thing you can do is, YouTube is just a plethora of video lessons, and if they want to know how a car engine works, I bet you can find videos like that. And you can always have them draw stuff. So if they want, there's also more YouTube videos on drawing cars or drawing boats. So that's it. It's spring cleaning and trying to figure out how to do that in a fun way. And that takes a lot of patience on the parents' part, but that's good. You need to learn to be more patient, right? You'll be a better person because of this. And then learning about boats and buoyancy, and learning about cars, and maybe helping to clean the car. So those are my ideas for this morning. We are going to do some spring cleaning. We're going to go for a walk. We're still watching Winged Migration, which we started on Monday. And we watched almost half of it, and then last night we watched maybe a quarter of it, and now we have to finish it up. And I couldn't get the 4-year-old to watch any movies on St. Patrick or on Ireland, because he only wanted to finish watching Winged Migration. But we have to wait for my husband to be able to watch it with us. But that is such a gorgeous movie. I highly recommend getting it and watching it. It's just beautiful. The music's beautiful, and the photography, the filming is just absolutely breathtaking. It's really, really, I'm finding it very relaxing to watch. And it's really inspiring me to be more into bird watching, which is, like I said before, a perfect activity for the situation that we all find ourselves in. So tonight I will upload another video about tomorrow's theme, and I'm just trying to come up with easy ideas to help you get through your day, little activities, little things you can do with your kids, or for yourself. I mean, you can go out and wash your car. So that's about it, and I will be talking to you soon, and stay healthy. Bye.